That was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Ski School. Haven't seen it yet, but I do like these kind of sex comedies. I think it's from the '90s. Yep. Hope it's good. Sound of Music is being reissued on 4K, I believe, through Disney at some point this year. Stepford Wives remake. It's all right. The Swimming Pool with Charlotte Rampling. This is Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone with Molly Ringwald. Shout at the Devil with Lee Marvin and Roger Moore. Some kind of war film. I have not seen this one yet. I think this was released by Shout, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Stan and Ollie. Good casting choices there. That's Stakeland. Species 3. This is an '88 films release. This was in a box set, which I removed because I ordered the... I think the Shot Factory came out with a 4K, so I ordered that. And this also includes Species 4, as you can see there. Yeah, so this was originally from '88 films. There's the third film there. So Species 3 and 4 from '88 films. Has a film called Sunflower with Sophia Loren and Marcello Mastroianni. Here's the recreation of the Delta plane crash in the Hudson River. It's Sully. Tom Hanks playing the captain. Good movie. Good dramatization there. That's Shack Out on 101. Stalingrad, a pretty good war film from 2013, I think. Bruce Willis in Surrogates. Angelina Jolie, Salt. I think this is a Dutch edition. Steelbook. Splash. From Australia, the only Blu-ray edition of this film available worldwide. It is a legit release from Australia. If you want to, it might still be available. I don't see the company that released it. Yeah, it doesn't say what company. I don't think it's Umbrella or Imprint. Here's one of my rare DVDs. I don't have many DVDs anymore, but I have this one, Star Maker, from the director of Cinema Paradiso. I did enjoy this one quite a bit. Sometimes They Come Back with Tim Matheson. This is an olive release. San Andreas. I love that one. I love disaster flicks. That one's pretty good. Sharky's Machine. Burt Reynolds. Love Bert. Shanks from Olive. This was reissued by Cinematograph fairly recently. Here's a French release of an Italian film of Scalps. This is a Bruno Mattei flick. Looks like it might be a Western of some kind. Late 80s, I believe, 87. Scalps. The original Stepford Wives from Anchor Bay on DVD. Shooter, Mark Wahlberg. I do enjoy shark movies, and this one's pretty good. This is Shallows, or The Shallows, with Blake Lively on 4K. From TerrorVision, his Shrigala, billed as a Friday the 13th wannabe from Indonesia. I have not seen it yet. Shrigala. Soldier, Kurt Russell. That's Savage Weekend. Great film, Street Kings with Keanu Reeves and Forrest Whitaker. Source Code, this is a Canadian, I think, a UK release. Source Code on Blu-ray and DVD. Sci-fi flick. Special effects. Sunshine. Another DVD. Actually, this is a DVD package, but there is a Blu-ray inside. This is the Sand Pebbles, a Robert Wise film, war film with Steve McQueen. Soldier Blue, fairly recent release from Studio Canal. UK release, this is Soul Survivor, featuring William Shatner, Vince Edwards, and Richard Basehart. Pretty good film. Survival story. Here's a gangster movie, Savages, by Oliver Stone. Pretty enjoyable. Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. This is the only Spider-Man film that I need in my collection. I don't really like the other films, and I certainly don't like the non-Maguire films. So this is the only one I did buy and will keep in my collection. One and only original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Pretty good film. Here's Sabotage. This is an import. I think this comes off. Yep. Yeah, it's The Specialist. Soylent Green, one of my favorite 70s movies. This is a UK release. Soylent Green, Blu-ray. Hopefully it makes it to 4K at some point. Down there, that's the Sugarland Express, Spielberg's first film. Survival of the Dead. This one may be underrated. I did enjoy this one. Here's a film that is only... It wasn't well received by anyone, critics or audiences. A Sound of Thunder. This is a Japan release. It's only available on Blu-ray from Japan so far. The movies are right. I do enjoy movies like this. They're turn your brain off popcorn movies, I call them. It was a fun flick. The effects in this one seem to be unfinished, so that was a bit weird. But hey, I don't really mind. I did enjoy the film. It's got Ben Kingsley and Ed Burns in it. And again, it's from Japan. It might still be available. If you're a fan of the film, you might want to import that. Currently, the only Blu-ray version available of that film anywhere in the world. Here is Sacrifice. I discovered this film through streaming. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it enough to see if there was a physical media release, and sure enough, there was. But this is I think it's a French release. But yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good horror film from Shudder, which might make it to the U.S. at some point, because if Shudder released it or financed it, it'll definitely have a chance in the U.S. This is Signal. I've seen this once. I think I liked it. Steelbook from Germany, from Cape Light. Here's a Scorpion release that Kino distributed. Shadows in an Empty Room. It's a double feature of Stealth and Vertical Limit to Sony Films. Here is Surf Nazis Must Die. Trauma flick on Blu-ray. Silver Streak, great Gene Wilder comedy from the 70s. Silver Streak. Swiss Family Robinson, DMC exclusive. I got this from. I never did sign up for DMC, the Disney Movie Club, but I got a couple of these from eBay. I am not gonna sign up for some stupid club. Here's Sisu. Great little action thriller. And last title at that bottom shelf there is Sympathy for the Underdog. Kinji Fukasaku film. This is a Radiance release. It's on Blu-ray. Japanese film. Sympathy for the Underdog. Have not seen it yet. If you have seen this movie and enjoyed it, please comment below and let me know if it's any good. It was a blind buy. Alright, so up here we got the Godzilla Showa era films, 1954 to 1975 from Criterion. Next to that, the Ingmar Bergman's cinema box set. Fairly large box set up on the shelf there. Alright, and I'm gonna grab my trusty step stool here. Go over this section here. Once again, this is volume 6 of my complete collection video, 2025 edition. Up there, it's my umbrella collection, starting with Bully. Pretty beefy box set there. Larry Clark film. That's Boiling Point with Wesley Snipes, and that looks like a dude from Lord of the Rings. Creep. Cut. Slasher flick. The Crying Game. These are all collector's edition. Well, not all of them, but some. The big boxes are collector's editions. This one's just a regular version. These are all umbrella titles. Here's Chain Reaction. Dark Age. Beefy box set of one of my all-time favorites, Dead End Drive-In. It's got a bunch of cool stuff in there. Here's Flesh and Blood. Good Night Mommy, Hell House 1 through 4, complete collection. This is the standard version. It's all right. Movie's okay. House of the Devil. This movie is all right. I don't need the box set for that. That's Hardware. Glad that's out on 4K. Looks great. Here's Intruder. I'm gonna hang on a minute. I'm gonna move my step stool just a bit further. This is Inn of the Damned and Night of Fear, double feature. Kids, Larry Clark film. That's King Kong Lives. Lars and the Real Girl. That's Peter Weir's The Last Wave. That's Martyrs. Mask, director's cut. Nightmares. Ozploitation Rarities, Volume 1. Volume 2. And 3. Here's a great film, Open Your Eyes. That's the big beefy box set of Razorback. Red Rock West. Ransom. Strike of the Panther and Day of the Panther. Shame. Shudder. Here's Tank Girl. Thai horror collection. Awesome film. Them. Nice addition there. There's Thesis. Spanish film. Triangle. The Tunnel. Undead. Wake in Fright. Big box set there. I've got Night of a Juggler en route from Umbrella. Here's Second Sight with, let's start that with Blair Witch Project. That's The Brood. Censor. Dog Soldiers. On 4K, looks great. And Drive. Box set of Drive. I've got a couple versions of Drive. That's Dawn of the Dead there, the collector's box set. Flight of the Navigator. Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. Electric Dreams. Basket Case Trilogy on Steelbook. Frontiers. Ganjam, Haunted Asylum. Found footage film. That's the Ginger Snaps Trilogy on Blu-ray. There's High Tension. The Hitcher. Awesome box set. Inside. Last Night with the Devil. May. The Mummy. Hammer film. George Romero's Martin. That's The Nice Guys. The Nightingale. Paranormal Activity. The first one. And Picnic at Hanging Rock. Over here we got Raw. That's Session 9. Scanners. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Awesome film. Upgrade. When a Stranger Calls. Davich. Extra. And You're Next. Moving on to Severin Films. We begin this section with 2020. Texas Gladiators. On 4K, I think. Yep, Ultra HD. I'm only going to get the first volume of that, all the Hauntsby hours. Yeah, folk horror. It's a nice concept, but I'm not really into it. I never really got into it. A couple of these are pretty good, but I don't know. I'm stopping at volume 1. Great set though. Here is And Now the Screaming Starts from Amicus, I believe, UK outfit. Alien from the Abyss. Acción Mutante. Here's Asylum. All Colors of the Dark. Attack Force Z. X and Kidnapped Coed. Here's a DVD of The Alcove, a Joe D'Amato film. Ashanti. The Beast in the Cellar. Blood Moon. BMX Bandits. The Black Cat. Born to Fight. Beyond the Darkness, aka Evil Dead 5. Bahia Blanca, the Jess Franco film. The Beast in Heat. Born for Hell. Boys Next Door. Byleth. Burial Ground. Blood for Dracula. Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker. Blood Hunt. Bloody Moon, I think it's a Franco film. The Beast Must Die. Cruel Jaws, aka Jaws 5. Cannibal Man, and Combat Shock. Here's the Sensual World of Black Emmanuel box set. Terrific set. Here's Kathy's Curse. Closed Circuit. Count Dracula. Castle of the Creeping Flesh. Cop Game. Changeling, great film on 4K. Looks great on 4K. La Chiesa, the church. Michele Suave. Here's Kathy's Curse again. I couldn't pass up this great slipcover there. A couple of Caligula ripoffs. Dead Kids. Death Warmed Up. Drive-In Massacre. The Dogs. Day of Judgment. Double Target. Door into Silence. Deep Blood. Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD and Doctor Who into Daleks. Delirium. The Dead One. The Danza Macabre sets, volumes 1, 2, 3. I will not be getting 4. That's Devil's Reign there, great movie, 1975, starring Ernest Borgnine. Focci again with Devil's Honey, looks good on 4K. And one of my all-time favorites is De La Morte de la More. Cemetery Man, boy. Alright, I'm gonna grab my chair. Just bear with me a second. Oh, these are 2 new additions to my library. St. Elmo's Fire and Silent Scream. Alright, just gonna grab the chair. I don't make any cuts to my videos. I just shoot this stuff guerrilla style, and you know, I don't make any edits or changes or add music or any of that stuff. It's just too time consuming. Here's the first volume of the Christopher Lee collection. Pretty beefy box set there. Endgame, a Joe D'Amato film. Escape from Women's Prison. Eaten Alive, Umberto Lenzi. Great Giallo, Four Flies on Grey Velvet. Faceless. Female Executioner. The Fourth Victim. Footprints. Great Alligator. Gwendolyn. House of Seven Corpses. House on Straw Hill. Hot Nights of Linda. Hot Spur. Here's a DVD of Hannah, the girl from Vondel Park. House of Lost Women. Hell of the Living Dead. Invasion of the Blood Farmers. I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses. Invaders of the Lost Gold. Killer Croc 1 and 2. Is a Lenzi Baker Giallo collection. Last Cannibal World. Lola. Loose Screws Part 2. Mask of Satan, aka Demons 5. Here's Maniac 2, but it's really the last horror film with this guy from Maniac. I forget his name. Joe Spinell. Here is Mardi Gras Massacre with the alternate slip and title. One of my favorite Italian B films, Massacre in Dinosaur Valley. Former Code Red title, The Mad Bomber. Mansion of the Living Dead. One of my favorites, Midnight. Nunsploitation, Nasty Habits collection. This is Night Killer, I believe. Yep. Night Killer, aka Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Yeah, right. Klaus Kinski and Nosferatu in Venice. Night of the Demon. Nightmare. And Night Train Murders back there. Severin section continues here with Nightmare at Noon. Next of Kin, an Australian movie. No One Heard the Scream. That's No Way Home. Nightmare Castle. Opera. Out of the Blue. Overboard. The Other Hell. Patrick Still Lives. Primitives. Perdita Durango. The Psychic. Rats, Night of Terror. Raiders of the Living Dead. Retribution. Robo War. Raiders of Atlantis. Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. Shocking Dark, aka Terminator 2. Spider Labyrinth. One of my favorites, Slave of the Cannibal God. The Sect. Skinner. The Shadowed Mind. Shock Treatment. Siege. The Scavengers. The Survivor. Stir. Strike Commando 1 and 2. Skinned Deep. Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. There's a Giallo. Stone. Turkey Shoot, coming soon from Indicator Powerhouse. He's a pretty bleak end of the world movie. Threads. The Unscarred. The Uncanny. Umberto Lenzi Thomas Millian collection. Maurizio Tesci films. Here's another Franco flick. Vampiros Lesbos. Violence in a Women's Prison. When the Wind Blows. Cartoon. Wild Geese. Warriors of the Year 2072. Wild Beasts. Wax Mask. Zombie 4. Hey, where's Zombie 3? Zombie 3. I'm missing Zombie 3 there. Zombie Holocaust. And that concludes my Severin collection. Up to date. All right, so down here we've got Synapse films, beginning with Blue Sunshine. Crocodile. Creature from Black Lake. Curtains. Django the Bastard. The Dorm That Drips Blood. Great slasher flick. Demons 1 and 2. I also own the Arrow 4Ks. That's Hot Dog the Movie, which is a slightly longer version. It's got a producer's cut there. Pretty good sex comedy from the 80s. Here's the Kindred, another great 80s monster movie. Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, great looking 4K, great steelbook. That's Mosquito, Maniac Cop, McBain, Massacre at Central High, steelbook. That's Prom Night. Popcorn, steelbook. Suspiria on 4K, looks great. It's Sorceress. Tombs of the Blind Dead, awesome artwork. Trick or Treat, I went with this cover here, which I think is the best. Here's Dario Argento's Tenebra on 4K, looks fantastic. The Odd Angry Shot, kind of a weird war film. I think it's from Australia, if I'm not mistaken. And last in the Synapse aisle is Watch Me When I Kill. This is a special edition of the film. Pretty good movie. New 4K transfer. Watch Me When I Kill. That concludes my Synapse section, and we're gonna continue on with what I call the general population titles. We're gonna begin with Total Recall. This is a UK import. It's a box set edition of the film. It does look fine on 4K, in my opinion, and I love this edition. It's got some nice physical extras there, in addition to a lot of good like featurettes and stuff. The remake I thought was pretty good. I mean I enjoyed it. Kate Beckinsale is in this, and so is Colin Farrell. But yeah, Jessica Biel. I did enjoy this movie quite a bit, actually. Not a bad remake at all. And that's the great looking steelbook there. Here is a Taxi Driver, which I admit I've never seen. but because it's an American classic, it deserves a spot on my shelves for sure. All right, we're gonna go to a Terminator collection here, beginning with this German steelbook, this great German steelbook on Blu-ray. Kind of a matte finish, but it looks some great art, great looking artwork there. Matte finish. This is an edition from the Czech Republic, from a company called Film Arena. That's the first film on Blu-ray. There's a steelbook in there. And of course, the US 4K release in steelbook form. This is a Blockbuster box sets slipcase. From Nova Media, here's T2. This is a steelbook. Here's T3, which I do love. I think it's underrated. Rise of the Machines. And I have another version of it. Oh, from the same company, from Film Arena. Here it is. Nice, sleek, black slipcases. Here's the fourth film, Salvation, which again I do enjoy. This is from Nova Media, I think. Great steelbook. My least favorite, here's Genesis. Also from Film Arena, out of the Czech Republic. This steelbook is a bit on the plain side, I think. It's not bad, but it's not great either. And lastly, Dark Fate, just a standard 4K. This one was all right. I didn't mind this one. Here's Twister. .4K slipcase, and the follow-up film, Twisters. Here's The Thing. Great film. Looking great on 4K. It's a perfect film to watch in the heat of summer. Down there's Training Day. Beefy box set of Training Day. Titanic. The Third Man. They Live. Thor Ragnarok. The Truman Show. THX 1138. This is a triple pack, Pelican Brief, The Client, and A Time to Kill. Tomorrowland. The Tenement. The Thing 51. The original True Grit with John Wayne. The remake with Jeff Bridges. Thief of Hearts. Tightrope. Talk to Me. Texas Chainsaw 2013. Tenet. The Blu-ray there. 13th Floor. The original Time Machine. The remake Time Machine. What is this? To Kill a Mockingbird? Yeah. To Kill a Mockingbird on 4K. This is the Three Burials of Melquiades Estrada. This is a UK steelbook. It's a Blu-ray. Great film with Tommy Lee Jones. I think he also directed it. Toy Soldiers. I think it's from the early 90s. Good little action movie. Tango and Cash. This is Trench 11. The recent film from the past couple of years. I think it's a war film. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Trench 11, the future cult classic. I'm not sure about that, but it was enjoyable. The One and Only True Lies on 4K. Down there, next to that is the Ten Commandments on 4K. The Three Stooges, which, this film, they did such a great job with this film. I mean, they hired all the right actors. This film is funny as heck. I mean, I really, really like this one. This is a pretty good homage to the Three Stooges. Very, very funny. Kind of a bit unrated, I think. Here's The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. This is a UK steelbook edition of the film. Great film with Bogey. Turbo Kid. This is like the Canadian steelbook of a Turbo Kid. It's a fun movie. I think this is a ghost story. The Turning. Pretty good. I thought. Yeah, it's all right. I don't have a whole lot of new movies. If you've noticed, most of my collection is back, like deep catalog stuff. But once in a while, stuff like this comes out, and I pick up a copy. This is Tank 432, released by IFC. Yeah, I liked it. Kind of a war film. Here's a Taken collection. I think it's got the 3 films in it. The 3 Taken films. Yep. Nice little collection there. Transformers. A 5 movie collection. Sorry about the dust. There's a lot of dust in my apartment, and I don't have time to clean up. Sorry, guys. Here's Tora 45th anniversary Blu-ray. Here's an unusual post-apocalyptic film. This is Michael Haneke's Time of the Wolf. A bit of a depressing film, bleak as hell, and I don't recommend it to folks who get depressed easily, because this film will not do you any favors, trust me. But I thought it was pretty moving and unsettling, like it says there, and I liked it, but again, it's very, very bleak and depressing end of the world flick. Time of the Wolf on Blu-ray. Next to that is a steelbook of Thunderball. Here's Thor. I don't know what country this is from. Oh, Blue Fans. Sorry, it's a Blue Fans. Blue Fans is a Chinese company that does these premium steelbooks. I'll see if I can get that out of the case to show you. Actually, this is Thor Dark World. Yeah, that's Dark World, but it's got a very nice steelbook inside a kind of hard box with a lenticular slip there. There's Loki. Sorry. Nice lenticular hard box there. And this is the steelbook. Pretty awesome steelbook there. Nice, great colors and spotlighting on Thor himself. Embossed title. That's the back. It's tough to do these with one hand. I wish I could do iPhones don't have the pause button. You could pause, take a break, and continue the videos. But anyway, here's the Blu-ray edition, the 3D Blu-ray edition, and the Blu-ray behind it. Yeah, pretty awesome steelbook. I don't buy from Blue Fans anymore. I used to buy a lot of stuff from these guys. Again, it's a Chinese company that makes these really nice premium editions. And I got these several years ago. Pretty good film. And this is the original Thor. Also from Blue Fans. Some art cards. And the steelbook is in awesome condition. It's really nice steelbook. It's matte finish, but it's got spot gloss and debossing on it. That's the front, and this is the back. Yeah, fairly special releases here. I don't even know if this company is still making steelbooks. I haven't checked in a while, but I kind of lost track of these guys a while, like 3 or 4 years ago, and don't really buy much from them anymore, to be honest. I'm gonna leave it at that, because I don't want to just force it in there. Yeah, and 2 more down in the shelf, at the bottom shelf. Got a couple of Top Gun films. Original, and of course the part 2, the follow-up. Great films, great American films. And if you guys wanted to take a look at the Terminator editions, I can show these to you as well, real quick. Bit of a dust. particular magnet that comes off. Can you guys see this? The lighting isn't the best. Take that out. And it's a matte finish steel. Right. I'm not even sure if this is the original disc. I think this may be a. I think this is a U.S. disc that I just put in there. Because this is an import. This is not a U.S. release. Yep, Terminator, great film. I don't mind the 4K looking the way it does. I think it looks pretty good, in my opinion. I'm not too bothered by Cameron's messing around with his films like that. But you know, I thought it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good in my opinion. All right, so this is the shelf that we just went through. And on my next video, I'm going to show you guys Volume 7 will be a Shout Factory, Scream Factory. All of this is Scream and Shout. Right down to near the bottom. And then the bottom, the second to last shelf is Twilight Time and Standard Teas. Alright, so this, and Vestron down there. This will be on my next video on Volume 7. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.